I've not done a video in such a long time and I want to do more about film photography. And in this video, I just want to go over a few of the films I used to love using that are no longer about and don't exist anymore. And one of the most underrated films that I remember was Konica VX Film. One of the companies I used to get my film processed through used to give it for free. So when you send off your film, you get it back for free. So you get 24 shots of it, and you could get it for like £1. But one of its really good things was it could do brilliant skin tones. So if you're doing like wedding photography and you wanted that really rough skin tones, it was fantastic for that, and the whites were pretty amazing too. They had 100, 200 and 400 ASA films. I'd only ever used, I think it was the 100, and that was the one that had the really good whites. They also had a 3200 speed film as well, which I think I probably used just the once. What you'd expect from a 3200 speed film, poor colours, quite washed out and quite grainy, but still worth playing with. The other film that I want to talk about is Aquapan 25. I say it's one long since gone. It was just the most amazing fine grain black and white film you could get. It performed really well in bright light, but it had to be overcast bright light because the actual contrast was so great. If you had someone half in shadow and half not in shadow, you get black one side and white the other side. It was just that extreme. It was so difficult to control. So I would only ever use it when I knew the light was going to be right, or could see the light was going to be all right, and I could load a film up. This film is in the DxO Film Pack software, so if you want to give it a go, I would have a go at using that, and it will give you some idea of how difficult it was to use. Also, Konica made a infrared film at 750 nanometers. It was really nice. I can't remember the ISO or ISA speed that I exposed it at, because it doesn't have that. Because you're photographing in infrared light, it doesn't have the same values as it would as a normal ASA film. It was the same also for the Kodak film as well. So if I remember rightly, you rated this one lower than you did with the actual high speed infrared Kodak film. Kodak was probably the most well known high speed infrared film, and I used it quite frequently. Like with the Konica, it was not rated, but they said to rate it, if I remember rightly, 400 ASA. So I used to do that. And then what you do is you put a red filter on the front of the camera and shoot through that. So you'd have to do what they called exposure bracketing. So you'd start off with, say, f5.6 and then go down to f8 and f11, and then go 1 or 2 stops the other way. So it would take about 5 photographs or 5 shots perhaps to get one good infrared shot. I've got a few shots here I'm going to show you that I took one afternoon. It was on a bright sunny summer's day. I can't really tell you more than that, but you can see how dramatic the effect was with the whites of the leaves on the tree. Infrared film didn't focus like ordinary film, so you had to change your focal point. As you can see on this picture, there's a red marker and then a red R marker. So the idea would be you would focus to that point to have that point of your focal point. However, what you'd do is you'd run below, say, 5.6 and just run it to the first red marker. That would normally fix that problem. However, if you're focusing close up, you would really need to slightly refocus the camera to get that as it should be. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little short video about films I love and I miss. I've got new stuff coming very soon, and we're doing one at the moment about XP2. Anyway, catch you soon. Bye now.